Objective 1. To describe the demographic of the respondents based on gender, race, hometown, admission qualification, CGPA and family income.
Gender.
Female recorded the highest percentage, which is 72.1%, while male just has 27.9%. The frequency for the female from SQS alumni is more than half, which is 245, and the frequency for the male is only 95.
Ethnic.
Chinese has the highest percentage, which is 37.4%, and consists of 127 out of 340 students. Second highest is Malay, which is 26.8%, and followed by others, which is 25.9%. The least frequency of students from SQS alumni is Indian, which has only 10% from overall students.
State.
The highest frequency, which is Mode, were from Perak, which has 43 people. The lowest frequency were from Perlis, which has only 5 people. Range of this investigation was 38 by subtracting the highest frequency over the lowest frequency, 43 minus 5.
Entrance qualification.
Overall, more than half students from SQS alumni had taken STPM before entering UUM, which has the highest percentage, which is 57.6%. The lowest percentage is STAM, which is 7.1%, followed by second lowest is Others, which is 7.4%. Range for this investigation is 172, 196 minus 24.
CGPA.
First quartile is 2.85, median is 3.09, while the third quartile is 3.59. Interquartile range is 0.74 using the formula Q3 minus Q1, which is 3.59 minus 2.85. Histogram shows a distribution with many peaks, so the shape of distribution is multimodal, which has several normal distributions combined together.
Salary.
Minimum salary was about RM 700, while the maximum is RM 11,700. Highest frequency, which is Mode, is when the salary about RM 3,800, while the lowest frequency RM 5,100. Interquartile range is 4,575 by using the formula Q3 minus Q1, 8,575 minus 4,000. Histogram shows a distribution with many peaks, so the shape of distribution is multimodal, which has several normal distribution combined together.
Objective 2. To analyze and compare CGPA between gender, entrance qualification, program, ethnic, total semester status, working sector, and type level of work.
First, comparing between CGPA and gender.
Median for male is 3.15, while female 3.06. Upper quartile for male is higher than female, which is the CGPA for male is above 3.67, while for female is at 3.54, so we can say that male achieved better CGPA than female. Shape of distribution for both male and female is skewed to the left.
Second, comparing between CGPA and entrance qualification.
STPM has the highest number of students, 196. Upper quartile for matriculation is the highest compared to the other four qualification, which is the CGPA is above 3.73. However, the median for STPM is the highest, which is the CGPA is above 3.22, and we can conclude that majority of the students who got highest CGPA were from STPM. Shape of distribution for matriculation and STAM is skewed to the right, while diploma, STPM and others are skewed to the left.
Third, comparing between CGPA and program.
Median for all the three programs are above 3.00. Shape of distribution for decision science and math are left skewed, while for stat is right skewed. Math program, 18.66%, is more dispersed since the coefficient of variation is the highest compared to decision science program, which is 16.83%, and for stat program, which is 17.52%.
Fourth, comparing between CGPA and ethnic.
Shape of distribution is right skewed for Chinese, Indian and Malay since the mean is greater than the median, while for others is skewed to the left. Mean for Chinese and Indian are 3.24 and 3.22 respectively. So, we can see that both of these ethnics scored a better CGPA compared to Malays and others.
Fifth, comparing between CGPA and total semester status.
Median for extend students is the lowest, which the CGPA is 2.24, while graduate on time students is the highest, which the CGPA is 3.22. There is outliers for extend students. Shape of distribution for extend students is symmetric, while fast track and graduate on time are positively skewed. So, we can conclude that most of the students were graduate on time.
Sixth, comparing between CGPA and working status.
Figure shows all of them are working. Mean and median for those who work are same, which is with CGPA of 3.09. The interquartile range is 0.74, and we can get by subtract the third quartile, which is 3.59, with the first quartile, which is 2.85.
Seventh, comparing between CGPA and working sector.
Private working sector has the highest median, which is with CGPA of 3.54. So, we can conclude that people with highest CGPA is slightly easier to work with private compared to public and own. Shape of distribution for owning private working sector are both skewed to the left, while public working sector is skewed to the right. There is outliers for public working sector, which approaching CGPA of 4.0.
Lastly, comparing between CGPA and type, level of work.
The coefficient of variation shows that type, level of work of executive is more dispersed, with CGPA of 16.18% compared to the others. Lecturer and miscellaneous recorded both with same median and mean. So, the shape distribution is symmetrical.
Objective 3. To analyze and compare salary between gender, program, ethnic, working sector, and type level of work.
First, comparing between salary and gender.
Both female and male have the same distribution of shape, which are skewed to the left. Median of female is 6,500.00, while male is 7,300.00. The value of median for both gender have no big difference. Female gain more salary compared to male because the length of the box plot of female is longer than male.
Second, comparing between salary and program.
Median for decision science and stat program are same, which was 6,800.00, while math program have a median of 6,550.00 that is almost the same with the other two. The upper quartile for stat program has the highest value of salary, which is 8,700.00. The distribution shape of all the programs are skewed to the left. Furthermore, the length for each program's box plot approximately the same.
Third, comparing between salary and ethnic.
Chinese and Indian recorded the same value of median, which is 7,600.00. Chinese, Malay, and others are all skewed to the right, while for the Indian, it is skewed to the left. For Chinese, there are 3 outliers, and the long lower whisker in the box plot means that the ethnic views are varied amongst the most negative quartile group.
Fourth, comparing between salary and working sector.
All working sector have the outliers. Salary between each working sector have a big gap from the highest, which is own, and the lowest, which is public. Own and public working sector are both skewed to the left, while private working sector is skewed to the right.
Lastly, comparing between salary and type, level of work.
All type, level of work have the distribution of shape that is skewed to the left, except for miscellaneous that is skewed to the right. Director have the highest salary compared to the others, and miscellaneous is the lowest. Type, level of work that a director, lecturer, and teacher have the outliers.
Objective 4. To identify and interpret relationship between CGPA and SPM Math, SPM Math, SPM English, MUET, total semester, working experience, and salary.
First, interpret between CGPA and SPM Math.
This scatterplot of CGPA by SPM Math shown a linear pattern. This graph also did not have any outliers. Positive trend because the lower the grade get, the lower the value of CGPA. Weak relationship because the points are scattered farther from the line.
Second, interpret between CGPA and SPM Admouth.
This scatterplot of CGPA by SPM Admouth shown a linear pattern. This graph also did not have any outliers. Positive trend because the lower the grade get, the lower the value of CGPA. Weak relationship because the points are scattered farther from the line.
Third, interpret between CGPA and SPM English.
This scatterplot of CGPA by Spanglish shown a linear pattern. This graph also did not have any outliers. Positive trend because the lower the grade get, the lower the value of CGPA. Weak relationship because the points are scattered farther from the line.
Fourth, interpret between CGPA and MUET.
This scatterplot of CGPA by MUET shown a linear pattern. This graph also did not have any outliers. Positive trend because the higher the band, the higher the value of CGPA. Weak relationship because the points are scattered farther from the line.
Fifth, interpret between CGPA and total semester.
This scatterplot of CGPA by total semester shown a linear pattern. This graph have two outliers at semester 6. Negative trend because the more total semester, the lower the CGPA. Weak relationship because the points are scattered farther from the line.
Sixth, interpret between CGPA and working experience.
This scatterplot of CGPA by working experience shown a linear pattern. This graph have three outliers at working one-time experience only. Weak relationship because the points are scattered farther from the line.
Lastly, interpret between CGPA and salary.
This scatterplot of CGPA by salary shown a non-linear pattern and have lot of cluster. There is one outlier between 8,000 and 10,000. No relationship because of the point are scattered and not organized. It is also to show that the CGPA of 3.0 and 4.0 have the most salary around 6,000 to 8,000.
Objective 5. To identify and interpret relationship between salary and total semester and working experience.
First, interpret between salary and total semester.
Non-linear, negative trend and strong with outlier. For 6th semester, the slope is the most stronger since it does not have a gap between them.
Next, interpret between salary and working experience.
Positive correlation, non-linear, strong with outlier.
I will always remember the day you kissed